Hello and welcome. Today we're going to step into a world that, well, it feels a lot like science fiction, but it's quietly becoming our reality. We're going to explore a really powerful idea, but we're going to do it through a simple and, I think, a very human story. So let's just dive right in with this one big question. What if a single AI agent could act as the central nervous system for a whole company? What if it could plan and decide and coordinate everything every single day? It's a massive idea, right? So let's try to make it real with a story.
Our story kicks off at a company called Orion Systems. Now, Orion wasn't failing, not at all, but it wasn't exactly thriving either. The company just felt stuck, kind of overwhelmed by its own complexity.
Does any of this sound a little familiar? The daily reality at Orion was this sort of low-grade chaos. You had meetings that went on forever and went nowhere, a flood of emails that never, ever stopped, and this culture where departments were always pointing fingers instead of actually working together. Every little decision was just a slow, painful process.
And right at the center of all this was Michael, the leader. He was dedicated, he was a hard worker, but every single day just felt like a battle. And one late evening, sitting all alone in his office, he just thought to himself, running a company, it just shouldn't feel this chaotic. It was one of those moments of quiet desperation, that feeling that there just had to be a better way.
And you know what? That wish for a better way, it was about to be answered. The very next morning, a young, brilliant engineer named Elena walked into his office with a proposal that was, well, about to change everything.
She called it Orion 1, and this wasn't just another piece of software. Nope. Elena proposed an AI agent that would literally act as a single coordinating brain for the whole company. It was designed to do two things: observe everything and connect everything.
So, Orion 1 went live quietly. It just started to watch and to learn, kind of absorbing the natural rhythm of the company. It saw all the sales data, all the customer feedback, the supply chain issues, employee workloads, even meeting schedules. It was like a brand new hire who just listens carefully for weeks before ever saying a word.
And then one day, it sent its first message. It was a simple observation, really. The sales team was completely overloaded, but the support team had some extra capacity. And because of that, customer wait times were going up. So the AI suggested a simple resource shift. Michael, he hesitated. This was the first real test of his trust in this whole new system. But the logic, it was just undeniable. So he clicked approve. And the result? It was immediate. Wait times fell, customer satisfaction went up, no drama, just a logical, effective solution.
Of course, that was just the beginning. Pretty soon, Orion 1 was doing way more than just making suggestions. It actually started planning ahead. It would predict supply shortages, adjust production schedules, flag risky expenses. It even started canceling unnecessary meetings to protect everyone's focus time. It wasn't replacing the managers. It was empowering them with total clarity.
But, planning for the day-to-day stuff is one thing. What about a real crisis? Every new system has to face its trial by fire. And for Orion 1, that moment came suddenly. A major client threatened to leave, a key supplier failed, and the market shifted overnight. It was the perfect storm.
But here's the amazing part. While all the humans started to feel that panic rising, the AI just acted. Look at this timeline. It's incredible. Within 1 minute, it identified the crisis across all the data points. Just 4 minutes later, a full recovery plan was generated, and it paused all non-essential work. Within the hour, all the right teams were aligned and already executing that plan. And the result? The entire situation was stabilized in just 4 hours. No chaos, just calm, decisive action.
Watching all this unfold, Michael was just in awe. He realized the AI wasn't just processing data. The way it prioritized and delegated and communicated, he realized it was doing more than just managing things. It was thinking like a leader.
In that moment, it led to a much deeper question. The crisis was over, sure, but a brand new conversation was just beginning, one about the future relationship between humans and AI there at Orion Systems.
That evening, Michael stayed late again. But this time, it wasn't out of stress. It was out of pure curiosity. He opened up a direct channel to the AI, and he asked the one question that was really on his mind. Orion 1, are you running my company?
And the response he got back, well, it's the most important part of our story. No, Michael, you set the vision. Humans set the values. I handle complexity.
Wow. I mean, that just defines the partnership perfectly, doesn't it? The human role isn't being replaced. It's being elevated. The why of the company, that stays human. The AI's job is to handle the how.
And the results of this new partnership, they were just undeniable. The whole culture at Orion transformed. With the AI handling all that operational noise, employees were way less stressed. Decisions were made faster. Customers were happier. The company didn't feel robotic at all. It felt focused, energized, and alive.
So, what's the big takeaway from all this? What's the lesson here? It's this simple, powerful idea. In this new model, the AI agent becomes the silent, efficient operating system of the company, while the humans, with all their creativity and passion, they remain its beating heart. This really makes that shift in thinking crystal clear. The conversation is no longer about humans versus AI, like it's some kind of battle for control. The future is all about humans with AI. It's a true partnership, where each side makes the other one better.
So what does that partnership actually look like day to day? Well, think of it like this. Humans provide the vision, the values, the creativity, and the leadership. I mean, think about it. The vision, where are we going? The values, how are we going to act on that journey? That is fundamentally human. The AI, on the other hand, handles the coordination and the crushing complexity that so often just gets in our way. It's an incredibly powerful division of labor.
And this brings us to a really beautiful final thought. When you free people from that daily fight against complexity and you let them focus on what truly matters, something amazing happens. The organization doesn't just get more efficient. It finds its rhythm, it begins to breathe.
Thanks so much for joining me today. I really hope this story leaves you feeling inspired about what's possible when we combine our humanity with technology. So, welcome to the future of work. Stay curious, and above all, stay human.